Hey there, welcome back. There's a big leadership shakeup happening right now that could impact the future of Social Security. Whether you're already receiving benefits or expect to in the future, this is something worth paying attention to. The Senate has officially confirmed Frank Bisignano, a former Wall Street executive, as the new head of the Social Security Administration. Now, while that might sound like just another appointment, it actually has big implications from how quickly claims get processed to how long you wait for help. Most people don't realize that this decision comes as part of a wider effort by the Trump administration to modernize how government agencies work, including Social Security. This program helps over 70 million Americans and is currently dealing with serious issues like outdated systems and staff shortages. Today, we're diving into who Frank Bisignano is, what the administration is aiming to change, the concerns being raised, and what it could all mean for your benefits. But before we get into the details, have you faced any issues with Social Security recently? Long wait times, confusing letters, delayed payments? If so, drop a comment below and share your experience. It helps others feel less alone. And if you appreciate clear and simple updates like this, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. So let's start with Frank Bisignano. He was confirmed by a 53-47 Senate vote, largely along party lines. That tells you right away how politically charged this appointment is, even though Social Security is normally seen as a nonpartisan agency. What sets Bisignano apart is his background. He's led major corporations like JP Morgan and Fiserv, and he's known for stepping in and turning things around during tough times. Some critics argue he's too corporate and might not understand how government programs serve everyday people. But others say that's exactly the kind of leadership the SSA needs: someone who knows how to fix broken systems, lead big teams, and bring fresh thinking to an outdated setup. Let's be honest, if you've ever spent hours on hold with SSA or waited months for your case to be processed, you know there's plenty of room for improvement. This is also why the Trump administration has been aggressively pushing for reform. They've introduced something called the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE for short. While it's not a formal agency, it's been playing a big role in changing how federal offices operate. Led informally by Elon Musk, DOGE aims to cut waste, improve services, and run government offices more like efficient private businesses. It's a bold move, and naturally, not everyone agrees with the approach, but it's based on real frustrations that many Americans share. It's important to understand, this isn't about taking benefits away. The administration says they're focused on making Social Security more secure, more efficient, and better at serving people.
That includes fighting fraud, speeding up service, and using taxpayer money wisely. Bisignano, during his confirmation hearing, made it clear his top priority is to make sure payments are delivered accurately and on time. He also emphasized that Social Security should remain a public agency, serving the public, not something handed over to private interests. Still, some lawmakers are worried he might just follow orders from DOGE. But Bisignano has said he plans to lead with independence and take full accountability for the agency's performance. One of the most controversial issues right now is data access. DOGE wants access to a huge amount of SSA data like Social Security numbers, medical records, and employment histories to better detect fraud and streamline eligibility checks. But labor unions and advocacy groups have raised major privacy concerns and even filed lawsuits. A federal judge recently limited DOGE's access to that data, but the administration has appealed. Their argument is simple: to fix big problems, you need to understand them through real-time data. This fight over data is already affecting how the SSA operates. Even before Bisignano was confirmed, Acting Commissioner Leland Dudiek announced plans to cut 7,000 jobs, about 12% of SSA's total workforce. That's a major change, especially considering the agency is already working with its lowest staffing levels in 50 years. Critics say this will make things worse for the public, but others believe smarter systems and better tools could actually improve services without needing more staff. Bisignano has said he's not here to slash the agency, he wants to stabilize it. He's talked about using new technology, including artificial intelligence, to help call centers work more efficiently and detect overpayments more quickly. To be clear, he's not suggesting replacing human workers. In fact, he's strongly in favor of keeping a human touch, especially when people are going through stressful or confusing situations. That matters a lot because over a recent 7-year period, the SSA overpaid about $71 billion. Fixing that issue could help protect the Social Security Trust Fund for the long haul, but it has to be done carefully. Quick side note, if you or someone you care about is 65 or older, you know how overwhelming Medicare can be. All those calls and mailers claiming they've got the best plan, it's too much. That's why my team looked into a service called Chapter. What makes them different? Their advisors aren't paid commissions to push one plan over another. They're independent, salaried, and focused on helping you make the best choice for your specific needs. They take the time to learn about your doctors, prescriptions, and preferences, and then walk you through your options with no pressure. The call is free, and if you're already in the right plan, they'll tell you.
You can call them at 615-639-1937 or visit askchapt.org/money. Again, that's 615-639-1937, and it might just save you a lot of stress. Back to the big picture. Bisignano has said he wants a fair and compassionate approach to recovering overpaid funds, not one that punishes people who made honest mistakes. This is really a battle between modernization and tradition. The challenge is figuring out how to keep social security strong in a world that's rapidly changing. Technology is evolving fast. People's needs are shifting, and behind the scenes, the workforce is stretched thin. Bisignano's mission is to bring the agency into the modern era, but without losing sight of the people it serves. And that's why this moment is so important. Moving too fast brings risk, but standing still does too. Delays, mistakes, and outdated systems don't help anyone, especially not seniors or people with disabilities who depend on their checks every month. Also, this push for reform is part of a broader Trump administration goal: reduce the size of government, cut red tape, and make public services more efficient. Some see that as overdue improvement. Others see it as undermining essential programs. The truth probably lies somewhere in the middle, and it all depends on how these changes are actually put into action. So, what does all this mean for you right now? If you're receiving Social Security benefits, nothing is changing overnight. Your payments will still come as expected, but in the future, you might notice changes: fewer field offices, more online tools, shorter wait times, or more automation. Whether those feel like improvements or not will come down to how well they're implemented and whether the system continues to treat people like people, not just case numbers. Now more than ever, stay informed. Notice how your own experience with the SSA is changing. Is service getting better? Are answers clearer? Or is it harder to get help? Sharing your story, even in the comments below, can help others and contribute to a bigger conversation about what's working and what's not, because leadership matters. Bisignano has said he wants to build trust, upgrade systems, and protect the integrity of benefits. If he can deliver on those promises, this might just be the turning point the Social Security Administration needs. But at the end of the day, it's also up to us to speak out, ask questions, and hold our institutions accountable. Let me know what you think. Are you hopeful about this new leadership, or are you still unsure? Either way, your voice matters. And if you found this helpful, hit subscribe so you can stay updated as things unfold. I'll be here, breaking it down step by step. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.